Welcome, greetings and welcome to my channel. My name is Abagnatius and let's watch me play some Captain of Industry. We are back right on time. The first delivery of stuff is arriving at the first stacker. And here we can see the first stacking happening. That means that all the waste is now, well, this is the final solution for waste. And the last bit of what are those called? Lift, the last loose material lift has now also been built. And you can see we've got stacking of we've got stacking of both waste and slag. So this is working fine. Next up, I will probably have built wastewater. I'm not sure though. No, not yet. First, of course, I was going to connect this slag container all the way down to here. Almost. This is a recording. A recorded video of gameplay, I promise. Although it was perfect. Let me speed this up a little bit. This is just me placing one second, let me go back. There is a reason why I do it this way. Now I go left one and now I go up. Because you can see here all the other lines are in apologies for that, are in groups of 2. And this starts the next group of 2. That way every single conveyor is accessible from everywhere at all times. As you can see here, just sideways, in, down, and into whatever the material is needed for. That's why I've got a gap here for exactly that reason. And also for aesthetics. It's a bit of both. Let me speed this up again. Yes, here I paused the construction. Exactly. For this, so that I can place the copy-pasted segments to keep everything neat, orderly, and without accessibility issues. That should be cool. Oh, no. I don't know what that was. Okay. But here you can see the arrows pointed into the wrong way. Meaning parts of this conveyor is pointed into the wrong way, or are pointed into the wrong way. But that's no issue at all. Once it's built, I can change direction of the entire conveyor. From what would we call them? Access point. Let's call them access point. From access point to access point, we can change the direction of any conveyor at any time. So even knowing that parts of this conveyor are pointed the wrong way, I just built them and now I'm waiting for the conveyor to finish building, and after that I'm going to correct the direction issue. Okay, and while I was waiting I was of course also looking around. Let me go back to speed, normal speed, and jump ahead. Okay. Here I think I was looking at the direction of the conveyor. This little bit here did not need to be changed. I was also looking at all the rest and maybe things that need to be done. perfection. That pretty much finishes the conveyor. And now I should be able to, yes, click, toggle direction, and now the whole conveyor is pointed into the same direction. Wonderful. This thing needs to be built, and then we should be done. So let me speed this up a little bit. Okay, let me jump ahead this time. Yes, this is, I deactivated the emptying of that conveyor. It was no longer container, as it is no longer necessary. And this trash mountain is already broken through the water surface. Okay, let me speed this up a little bit. I think I was just waiting for the slag to arrive. Then I looked into some other things. And yes, this is the same thing, just with the wastewater, with the fluid dumps. I ended up shifting those two over because mainly for aesthetic reasons, though I don't really see those reasons now that I look at it again. At the time I thought it was more aesthetic, and apologies for that little scream. It was an accident. Click first. Ah, don't click, yes. I saw an issue. If I click here, go over and then connect to these liquid dumps, I do the same to connect to all the rest. But this one will have two connections right next to each other, and the game will not allow that. Regardless, I built it anyway. Now I saw the issue. Just ignore it. I don't recall what I did though. Probably, yes. Well, this is a little bit skewed, but it does work. Okay, we've got that. The container is set. Let me jump ahead a little bit. Wonderful. And dumping works. Wonderful. In the meantime, slag has arrived and already been dumped. Okay, what's left to do is to connect the waste container as well as the wastewater tank to the settlement. Here I was just checking on the mine, the smelting setup. The furnace. By the looks of it, actually a cupola furnace. Ah, okay. Before connecting wastewater, I decided that I need bricks. And lots of thinking. After all, this is the finished. This is the end version. This is going to stay. Everything from our direction up to the top right, that's all temporary, but this is all permanent. This is meant to stay. These artifacts were from the video, not the game. This waving around does kind of help, apparently help the game recognize how to orient the lift. so that it connects correctly. This is one of the reasons I made this water reservoir so big, that you can just, or rather that I can just build these water pump stations wherever I need them. That way I don't need to have a central water collection service and try to pump the water everywhere. I can just take the water out of the ground. This needs to be at highest elevation, as you saw, because this lifts the top point are at elevation 3. Let me hydrate a little bit. And I made it a habit to have everything go through 3 storages before being added into the main line. That way I've got ample storage, as well as of course everything into the main line, and I've got a large buffer. Just in case. This is me looking for the resources I need, which is in this case dirt and coal, because water has already been taken care of. Coal is exactly in this conveyor and needing to go down to the ground level with this one. Okay. Okay. Why did I do that? Ah, of course. Ah, of course, that's what made me think before. That I realized that the aesthetic doesn't really match. It doesn't really work, but now it does. I love having the inlines all at one level. Now, of course, I needed to check which is the dirt line, and here we are. Wonderful, that's all the lines connected. Yes, I checked here and I saw that that's the case. And now let's build all of this. Let me jump ahead a little bit. I was running into the issue that there are not enough workers, but I solved that issue in a very genius way. By just demolishing all the stuff in the temporary factory I no longer need. Yes, here I saw that truck deliveries are of course not welcome. This is intended to be automatic after all. The point of me having this way is that I don't need any trucks for deliveries of any kinds. Here I added a water container just to have a pickup point for water in case it is necessary in the future. Better to have one and not need it. It's a good old saying. Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Okay, this is now being filled and the pipe is turning a nice blue. And that also ends the episode, as we are watching the final brickworks, filling up the brick container. And at this point the ending sentence kind of imploded on me. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, you know the drill if you so choose. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.